I want to give you an example of how prayer should look like. And I have two examples to show you what true prayer is and the humility that we should all carry in prayer. And the two examples are from Matthew 8. They are first from the leprous man that came to Jesus and the centurion that came after. Now let's start with the leprous man. Matthew 8 from verse 2 to 3. Then a man suffering from a dreaded skin disease came to him, knelt down before him and said, Sir, that's Jesus, was speaking to Jesus, Sir, if you want to, you can make me clean. Then Jesus reached out and touched him. I do want to, he answered. Be clean. And at once, the man was healed from his disease. Then the second example is from Matthew 8, from verse 5 to 7. When Jesus entered Capernaum, a Roman officer met him and begged him for help. This is what the Roman officer said. Sir, my servant is sick in bed at home, unable to move and is suffering. Then Jesus said, I will go and make him well. Now, what am I trying to teach you from there now? Let's start with the leprous man. When the leprous man came to Jesus, he said, Sir, if you want to, you can make me clean. He was asking for his consent. He was acknowledging the fact that Jesus is a person and he can make whatever decision that he wants. So he asked, Sir, if you want to, you can make me clean. It is not weakness to ask for the will of God. It is humility. Jesus said that our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom comes. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. But these days, you people, many of you hardly ask for God's will. You hardly ask for God's will. You have listened to so many preachers that have lied to you, that have made God look like an object. So you turn God into a program that says, if I do this, then God must do this. When was the last time that you asked God what he wanted? Do you even care what goes through God's mind? Do you even want to know him? Or do you just want what you want so bad that you want to use God to get it? Do you even care what God thinks? Do you even want to know what his plan for your life is? Do you even love him as a person? Or do you just want to use him to get what you want? And that is why many of you don't pray. You see, God does not answer prayers. God does not answer prayers. It is not all prayers God answers. And sometimes even when he wants to answer, he says not yet. But you just want it now. You don't trust God's plan. You don't trust nothing. All you want is just what you want now. You don't want to submit to God. And that is why God has judged you by sending you a false preacher, a false prophet, somebody that gives you the idea that you can move God. That you can deceive God, you can force God into action, and you believed. And the second example, like I told you, is the centurion. The Bible said that in Matthew 8 verse 5, it said that when Jesus entered Capernaum, a Roman officer met him and begged for his help. When was the last time that you begged God? Or are you like one of those people? Name it, you claim it, blab it, you grab it. I've seen a lot of preachers like that. They say, whatsoever you shall say with your mouth, believe, and God shall do it. Command! There was one man that boldly said, tell God what to do. Tell him what to do. There is a place for prayer. But you see, your prayer should come from humility. Do you really think that the Alpha and Omega, the King of the whole universe, Elohim Eleyon, the God of all things, will take orders from you? Do you really think that? The fact that he has not even struck you dead for how blasphemous you talk about him, it's already a sign of how merciful he is. Be careful. Prayer should be birthed from humility. The Bible says when you go to somebody important, put in mind who he is. Don't forget who he is. When you go to pray, don't forget who God is. You know, sometimes we get angry, we shout out of pain, and God understands. But never forget to ask for mercy, for He's ever merciful. When you pray, listen also. It's a relationship. God is not your servant, He's your Father. So as you talk to Him, allow Him talk to you. Position yourself to hear Him. Read the Bible. Open your heart and read the Bible. Open your heart and pray. And let His Spirit grow you to maturity and give you what He wants for you.